SciTube is an initiative to make learning psychology interesting, exciting, and easier. SciTube promotes learning psychology through the relevant original experiments that resulted in the theories. The videos also sensitize the learners about the relevance of the theories in contemporary times. Concept: cognitive perspective. Experimental setup: John Ridley Stroop's Stroop experiment. The Stroop experiment was conducted by John Ridley Stroop in 1935 and published in his paper, Studies of Interference in Serial Verbal Reactions. The experiment became a cornerstone of the cognitive perspective, which focuses on how mental processes influence behavior. The purpose of the study was to investigate attention, perception, and cognitive control, particularly how automatic processes interfere with controlled processing. Stroop's motive was to understand how conflicting information affects mental performance, revealing the limits of human attention and information processing. Action in the experiment. Participants were shown lists of words naming colors, such as red, blue, and green, printed in colored ink. The task varied across conditions. In one condition, participants read the color words printed in black ink. In another, they named the ink color of neutral stimuli. In the critical condition, participants were asked to name the ink color of a word that spelled a different color, such as the word red printed in blue ink. Participants were instructed to respond as quickly and accurately as possible, while Stroop measured reaction time and errors. Prime observations and conclusions. Stroop observed that participants took significantly longer and made more errors when naming the ink color of incongruent words than in other conditions. Key conclusions. Reading words is an automatic process. Naming ink color requires conscious control. Automatic processes can interfere with controlled ones. This delay, known as the Stroop effect, demonstrated that attention is limited and that the brain cannot easily ignore well-earned responses, even when instructed to do so. Inferences and contemporary relevance. The Stroop experiment remains highly relevant today. Cognitive psychology, understanding attention, inhibition, and executive control. Neuroscience, studying brain regions involved in conflict monitoring. Clinical psychology, assessing cognitive impairment, ADHD, and dementia. Everyday life, multitasking, distraction, and information overload. Core insight. The mind automatically processes some information, even when it interferes with our goals. The Stroop experiment revealed that cognition is not always under conscious control, shaping modern research on attention, decision-making, and self-regulation. It remains one of the most robust demonstrations of how thinking itself can shape behavior. If you think the video made learning psychology easier, like, comment, share, and subscribe.